Show&tell, hi guys, I'm Judy, and today I'm going to be watching Sousou no Frieren episode 25. I wonder what that plan consists of. Let's get into this episode and find out. Check out my Patreon for full reactions. Subscribe. Let's go. She's like, I can kill Frieren. I love how Frieren is so like proud of her or something. I don't know if proud was just accepts it completely. Like, doesn't question it for a second. Fatal vulnerability? Okay, what is, Frieren's vulnerability? Oh, that's the... one of the priests. I don't know why I said that. Yeah, those who were with the girl who... I guess I thought he was a priest because it was... I don't know. Like, in my mind, he was a priest. Jeez. And the other guy? That's a noble sacrifice for sure. That he doesn't have a mind. Sure, why not? I mean, we never had any problem with that. Some people did, not us. Which is exactly what Frieren thought, so I didn't think it was that important actually. Uh-huh. Interesting. But Frieren had an idea what that idea consists of. Oh. Right. I remember that we knew. Yeah, what? What's your point? Now they're here and they're sharing information. So it attacks through these replicas. Oh, so we just need to get there. But we still need to get by Frieren at least. So we need to distract it while others... That's really cool that he used... this monster used Frieren to do that. And resets at some point? How'd they escape? So he just like escaped and he never got to the bottom, your brother? And his unit? Yeah, that means that they do what Frieren would do. What? So for a second she stops the commando so you can sneak up on her for that time? What is she enjoying exactly? Just sharing the planning stage with sharing it with everyone? Oh! It's a past. When is he not though? I noticed you! I guess just being part of a group. All working for a common cause. I don't think Lawine and Kanne are really helping out. They're always doing something on the sidelines. Fighting. That's a rule. So believer when she says.
それよりも最深部に集まってくる複製体の足止めの方が重
So
要
we're going to disperse to fight, to engage these replicas. Okay, they're exactly parallel. I love. Oh boy. Oh, she's using all sorts of. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do you now?
ゾルトラークはエルフにとっては比較的新しい魔法だから反射神経で無意識に防御できるほどの年月は経っていない。
Okay.
どうしてもその対処はたった一瞬。
But that's the moment.
の誤差のような時
It's
間
going to
だ
make
け
the
ど
difference.
その身に刻まれていて当然の魔法使いの基礎だ。
Mm-hmm.
フェルンのゾルトラークなら私を殺せる。
That's
あり
awesome.
ったけの魔力を叩き込むんだ。
Kind of scary also to be like, yeah, you can kill me with this. So cool. That she, kills her with this basic spell that Frieren taught, like told her you should use.
フランメは死んだのか。悲しくないの。気まぐれで育てた弟子だ。
She wasn't attached, apparently. Kind of in the same way that Frieren wasn't, or didn't realize she was.
今まで魔法は魔族の技術であるとして。
But now they're starting to adopt it.
研究は禁忌とされてきた。
Now they finally opened up to
働
it.
きかけたのはフランメで、彼女は新設された宮廷魔法使いとやらの教育。
Nice, flamme.
私にそれを引き継いでほしいという。
And you did. Maybe you were a little bit attached.
大陸最大の統一帝国が魔法の研究と軍事転用を始めるということだ。
It's going to make them finally like a force against the demons
わずか数十
and
年
the other people, I'm sure.
魔法は大陸中に普及する。人類の誰もが魔法を使える時代がやってくるんだ。だが、それは私の望むところではない。帰れ、フリーレン。こん
What
な
do
遺
you
言
want?
は到底聞き入れられん。実に不愉快だ。才ある者以外に教える。
Yeah, she's like gatekeeping. She's like keeping it all to herself, being like, I'll give you one spell. I mean, obviously Flamme cares more about people.
ゼリエは怒って遺言状を破り捨てるだろうって言っていたよ。
Yeah.
それでも伝えておきたかったんだって。夢が叶ったよって。よくわからないよね。あの子のお気に入りの魔法を知っているか。花畑を出す。
The flowers. Yeah, I think.
何の役にも立たない。くだらな
I
い
think
魔
we
法
heard
だ。
that before.
世
I
界
mean-
中の人がそんな魔法を使えるようになってほしいと本気で願っていた。虫図が走ったよ。まるで女の
She
子
just wanted
みた
to
い
share
な
her
可愛
love.
い夢だ。でも実際にそうだったんだよ。
Oh, she's holding her hand.
そんな時代はずっと先のことで、
But you thought it
あ
would
の子には
happen?
実現不可能なことだと思っていた。まるで何かにせかされているみたいに。
Compared to you, yes. That's what it would seem like because her life is short. Mm-hmm.
私たちよりも死に近い場所にいるんだ。
And that's why giving them magic means that they will make a lot of improvements to it in a short time.
たった1000年で人間の時代がやってくる。
Yeah. Nice.
私たちは人間に追い抜かれる。お前を殺す者がいるとすれば、それは魔王か。人間の魔法使いだ。
That's definitely a scary concept for elves who are kind of dying out of it.
たくさんの魔法使いと
Exactly.
いろいろな魔法が見られるんだね。
Nice. Go Fern. I mean, that's exactly the point, that Fern could use this like new a new spell, the Zoltrak, against, you know, for Frieren, because she was an elf, because she wasn't used to it, because she hasn't grown up with it, because she's, you know, the old generation. I love it. I also love how, you know, Flamme, like, she didn't care about like humans fighting against the demons. She didn't care about them fighting for themselves or whatever. She just wanted to share this like very basic love of magic with others. Like it was so yes, it's a child's dream, but it's so innocent. It's so, I don't know, beautiful in some way. It's so sweet. Like she saw it as a good thing, and she just wanted more than the humans themselves. She wanted the magic to grow and to develop. And so that's why she wanted to give it to the humans, so because she knew they would do it. Like when it was in the hands of the elves, yes, they I guess they work on it and they make improvements, but it takes them, like, it's not urgent to them. It takes them eons. I don't know how long they live, but she said it's closer to an eternity. So, you know, humans definitely don't benefit from that, don't see anything from that. And even elves, like, don't, I mean, I guess for them, yes, as many elves as there are left, I don't know, for them it's like, oh, okay, like it means something, even after, like, I don't know, 1,000,000 years, you come up with this new invention or something. It's exciting for them, but it's definitely, like, not going to apply to humans. And Flamme, being a human, could definitely understand that, could see that. I mean, for her, she knew that, you know, she has this incredible teacher, but like she doesn't think with the same kind of thinking of a human being who has a short life. And we've seen this like this friction a lot, like ever since the beginning of the show. That was like established, the fact that Frieren was like, she was thinking in a whole other you know, in other terms completely, because time didn't mean the same to her. And also the fact that, you know, when facing the demon, turns out that, you know, in 80 years we already managed to come up with like you know, improve the spell to the point, or like improve our defenses, like research the spell, improve our defenses against it, because humans, you know, they live such short lives, they have to have things accomplished. I mean, they like, otherwise they, I mean, anyone, I guess, would want to have something accomplished in their lifetime, or like at least try to get there. So like, from the point of view of elves, yeah, they're working really hard and really fast, and like nonstop, I guess, in some way, to improve things, because they have to. And I love how, you know, it was like Serie didn't see it that way. She didn't see the charm of it at all. But then we have Frieren, who's also an elf, but she sees it because Flamme kind of was her teacher, and she was a human. Like this, you know, Flamme, who was like if you look at the three of them, in some way you would say, like Flamme, you know, died before either of them. Maybe she wasn't, like, you know, as consequential as they were, but actually she was, because she made such a big difference in the world, in how magic exists in the world, and who has access to magic. And she was able to, you know, I think, you know, make Frieren see a little bit of what the world could be in this, you know, in this way, to get excited about the idea of magic, you know, like developing, you know, diverging, and stuff. And it's really cool, and I love that kind of connecting the dots, because whoever was it, Sensei was talking to the other proctor or whatever, they said that Serie was, you know, the founder of the Council of Magic, or whatever they call it. And I guess she kind of is, but really Flamme is the one. I mean, she doesn't, I guess, get any credit for it. They do know, I mean, we have heard, before we realized Flamme was, you know, Frieren's teacher, we have heard talk about her, you know, how cool she was or something. She was like a really, like, she was a famous mage for sure. But I guess, But I don't think, like, most of her grimoires are fake, and nobody can, get, like, nobody really knows anything about her, almost, it seems, except for Frieren, who actually was taught by her. So it seems like, yeah, the credit wasn't hers, or I don't know, or maybe they, like, do know that she was the one behind everything, but Serie is still alive. She's very powerful. She's, I guess it's easier to think of her as, like, or she was, or like in return for doing what Flamme wanted her to do, she kind of took the credit for herself or something. I don't know. But, I don't know if she even cares about that much, but, I mean, like, at least, she sees herself, I guess, as, like, the one in control of the magic still, even as it was offered to humans on such a grand scale, I guess. Very cool. Yeah, the fern could do this to Frieren. Like, the fact that, like, Frieren is so all-powerful, and yet she has this, like, vulnerability that it almost seems like Fern is kind of the only one who could actually, like, manipulate to this degree, because the others don't focus on these, like, basic spells, right? Because they think they're passé and they're not that cool and they're not that whatever, because they're just basic. But those are, like, that is the spell that Frieren couldn't have withstood. That is the spell that took her down, that she kind of had to adjust to. But we defeated Frieren, and Fern can do it, and that's insane. Like, because Frieren is so awesome, and to think that her own student could kill her with this own spell that she told her to, like, use. She taught her, that she told her, was the best spell, that she didn't need to go beyond that. We didn't really see exactly what was it that changed Serie's mind, because she said, like, I don't like this. Like, when Flamme, asked her to take over, she was like, I don't like this, that's not what I wanted, I won't do it. But she did end up doing it. But we don't know exactly how that came to be. Like, she seemed, like, Frieren said, oh, you don't seem attached, when she was told Flamme died. And I mean, but I think it's like, it's kind of like Frieren, how she reacted. Well, not exactly. When she realized that the himmel was dead, she cried, and she was really confused about it. But I guess at the time when he was alive still, she didn't really pay any mind. Or, like, she spent her, time searching for spells and magic and stuff, while he aged. And she didn't, like, realize, because she didn't realize what it meant to care about a human being whose life is so short. She didn't realize what it meant to care at all, I guess. I'm not saying that Serie is like her. I think Frieren is definitely, like, unique. And I mean, the fact that she's, like, learning, even after the fact, this attachment that she had to the humans in her party and stuff, is really, like, it's her story. As for Serie, at least we had, like, that moment when she was, like, retelling, the past with Flamme and holding out her hand. And, Flamme, as a child, was holding her hand, and she could see her. And I don't know, it felt kind of fun to me. Like, she was, I feel like maybe elves just don't know what it is to be attached. Like, they live so long, humans' lives are so short to them, that it doesn't really, like, they don't even realize in some way how much it impacts them. Because in their minds, like, oh, it shouldn't impact me that much. It didn't mean anything. And so I don't know if Serie actually doesn't feel anything, but I just wonder if, like, at some point, her attachment to some degree to Flamme in some way maybe caused her to say yes to this after all. Or when she saw it was inevitable, then she said, okay, at least I'm going to, actually control it in some way or something. Control who becomes, like, a first-class mage and stuff like that, and control who gets my spells and stuff. because and it was also really cool to see like the different reaction to the fact that, oh, people are going to become, like, humans are going to become a lot more powerful now. They're going to use magic, and they're going to, you know, develop it so fast, you know, like, be careful, because and don't let down your guard, because, you know, whoever kills you is either going to be the Demon King, or it's going to be, you know, a human mage, and then, you know, Fern kills her, or at least the shadow her, with exactly this kind of enhanced new spell by humans. And I mean, and Frieren is like, oh, I'm looking forward to it. Like, Frieren is she's so like, not, I guess, made insecure by this idea. Maybe because she was taught by Flamme, and she can see, I don't know. I wonder if, like, you're less afraid of death when it's, like, such a abstract concept for you, when you're, like, it's, because, you know, Serie said, like, oh, humans live, you know, kind of by death or something. There was some kind of sentence, I don't know exactly how it was phrased, but something like that, like, you know, and for them, death is so far away that they don't even, I don't know, I guess it could work both ways, to be like, oh, we don't know what death is, so, like, the thought that someone could kill us a lot sooner than that is scary. Or it could be like, oh, we don't know what death is, so we don't care, it doesn't scare us, kind of. But in any case, both of them are elves, and they had different reactions to this idea of, like, you know, of the humans taking over, I guess, with their magic. But Frieren, like we already pointed out, how Frieren has a different outlook. How she's like, you know, a mage for peace, you know. And she seems kind of to accept things as they are, in terms of, like, I guess maybe her death or something. But it could feel like, oh, I just don't think I'll die anytime soon. So I'm fine with that. Like, it could be, you know, just her being kind of naive, or like, intentionally, you know, like, putting it off, kind of being like, oh, it's not gonna happen to me. Though I don't think that's it, really. I think it's more her just accepting it in some way. But she accepted it when she was a lot younger, I guess, when she saw Serie at that point. Just being excited by the idea that, oh, well, mage, like, if human mages get to the point that they can kill me, wow, that's incredible. And that's exactly her attitude toward Fern, you know, being like, oh, wow, Fern can actually kill me. We made it here, and it's like, you know, this step of where, you know, Flamme's dream did come true, to the point that, yeah, this is where we got to. Very cool. Again, though, not all humans, you know, use this spell, funnily enough. Like, they have all sorts of spells, I guess, but the Zoltrak is the one in particular that Fern told her to use. I don't know if, like, other new spells that you know, other mages would use would have potentially worked too. But they did say that, you know, the magic, like, worked with visualizing and they prefer to use, in order not to use up mana, they prefer to use, like, physical stuff. So maybe it's like all those other spells are just, like, not effective against elves, because they're still, like, based on things that they can, you know, reflexively defend against or something. Although the basic defense spell also doesn't work against physical things. That was kind of the point of it. Okay, I don't know. But anyway, very cool. And we defeated her, so I'm assuming we're getting to the bottom of the dungeon next. I don't know if you're even, like, if it's such a big... Well, I guess we still have, like, a few threads to wrap up, I feel like, with the other participants and stuff. But yeah, like, I don't know what if it's going to be, like, a big deal, like something huge awaiting us at the bottom. I was just going to be like, oh, we made it to the bottom. Okay. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this reaction, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Special thanks to my top Patreons: Guardian Tier, Andy Playville Knight, Terranor, Michael Gabriel,
Shadows Moon, and Marsh.
And to the rest of my amazing patrons, who without their support, I would never be able to keep on doing this. Thank you so much.